Zoom zoom!
Because it's such a beautiful day, I'm going to drive most of the 7 out. I'm going to work on it outside. It's May, not actually sure, doesn't tell me, May the 18th I think, 2026. So this is the new engine, but the oil drip from behind the fuel pump, right? So I'm going to back it out into this beautiful sunshine and we'll work underneath it in the sunshine or above it, whatever it takes to get that fuel pump out. I'll leave it running while I start it. This is not a cold start, full disclosure. I had it running a little bit earlier. Here we go. So I don't know how much of this we'll be able to film, but we'll give it a go, right? We need to take that fuel pump off, slather some blue Hylamar on the darn thing, make sure that gasket's on properly, and then refit it, and hopefully that cures the constant drip 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 of oil we're getting. Okay, so before I get started on this particular video, let's talk about the problem. We have a consistent heavy drip of oil coming from the engine, and I thought it was remember we had a stripped sump bolt, but it's not. I just tightened that up and put some sealant on that sump bolt and then started the engine and watched. The drip of oil is not coming from there. The drip of oil, if I can pull this out here and just try to soak it all up, is this fuel pump right here. Right here, that's the fuel pump, right? If you can see just beyond, this is the carburetor up here, right? That's the fuel pump right there. So I tightened up these bolts here. It's still peeing out the oil. I mean, a fast drip, you would lose all your oil. I feel it still looks as if that bolt isn't tightened up, but I can tell you it really is tight. You know, I got a wrench on it and tightened up. It's going to be a total pain in the butt to try and get that off of there, but I think I have to take it off, put some sealant on it. You can see a little bit of the paper gasket sticking out here. Maybe I've, you know, not put the gasket on properly or something. I remember it being awkward at the time, but now that it's in, it's going to be more awkward. I might have to take the carburetor off, this carburetor here. I'm going to try and do it without taking the carburetor off. But anyway, that sums up the problem, right? So I'll try and keep you abreast of how this works as I go through it. Although it's going to be difficult for you to see this. Maybe if I film it from over here or something, you might be able to see it. But I'll try, right? I'll do my best. In here, just from that little startup and the move. Let me try and put my fingers down here so you can see where I'm pointing at. See that pool of oil below the fuel pump? I thought maybe it was even the block wasn't bolted in firmly, though I'm pretty sure I checked that. So anyway, I'm pretty sure it's that fuel pump. So we're going to take that off, make sure the gasket's fitted properly, and put some kind of gasket sealant on there. I believe that's me zoomed in as far as I can get. So it's this we're going to be taking off. I really gotta take all these fuel pipes off of here as well. They're annoying as hell anyway, the way they're set up, so I really need to think again about that. So let's get with it. So here are two other fuel pumps. They're all blanked off for that wee hole. Let me go look at my crankcase on the engine that came out. Yeah, so I looked at two of the crankcases. The other one's got the fuel pump on it, so I don't want to take it off just now. It's just a distraction, but both of the other crankcases have that hole in them. So, here's my proposal. We put some goopity goop. This is some kind of horrible forma gasket stuff that has gradually worked its way into a huge mess. The whole tube is a mess. Put some in that hole. We'll scoot some around here also. Really old, this tube of stuff. Probably not the best thing to put on here. Better to go get a new one, but I don't want to get distracted from actually getting this done. So let's try and put that gasket back on in the right position. What about, no, I can't turn it upside down. Yeah, see, it's not lined up in the hole then, right? This one will be now. So it's handed here, you know what I mean? I'll stay on it. Making a big old mess here. Okay, and then I'm going to put some on the fuel pump itself. I think you can see it on the little parcel shelf there. Can you see it? I think you can. Let's put some on there as well, and then I think I'll just throw this tube away because it's this is the tube I'm working with. God knows how old that is. And you could assume it's 10 years old because we've been here for 10 years. I'm not surprised if it came from California. No, couldn't have, could it? Could. On me. But its time has come and gone. I mean, it's still soft and it's going on. And I used it for something else recently. What was it? Can't remember. And it worked, so. It's a shame to throw away something that Still on the face of it works, but I mean, come on. I'm kidding myself. So I think this has had its day. I think I kept it as a kind of backup, but really, backup. And now I'm going to make a huge mess with these gloves, aren't I? So let's take the one off that I was using for spreading that gunk. This did not go in easily the last time, remember? The lever moved around a little bit. And this constantly goes up and down, this thing. Goes up and down while it's working. I don't know if that's a clue about something being wrong with this. There's a bit of play in that lever. Let's try it. Remember, it's got the gunk on that mating service now, so it's mating surface. I don't really mess around with it too much. Look what happens when you're underneath that choke cable and the ends are sharp. Sore. It is sore, my friend. A little bit of tape or something round about that would help, I think. Anyway, let's continue on. I tightened that up with the socket wrench. We're not out the wood yet, even if I tighten this up, because the last time I tightened it up, it jammed the engine, right? So I've got to do this, tighten it up tight. Choke cable continues to get me. I'm trying to be careful to. It's just exactly the right spot there. FYI, if you're doing it, put something over the top of it, a bit shrink tubing or something, man. That is awful when it gets you like that. Oops. How about we say that ain't working right, dude? Because that ain't supposed to do that, is it? Oh dear. I don't think that's fitted correctly. Since that just fell out. Ay ay ay. Deary me. Deary-ocious. That can't be the only thing that keeps that spring in there, is it? Because that would not be good. Well, this is supposed to be in there all the time, isn't it? So that's part of the problem. That won't go in all the way. Jeez. As I said, one step forward, 3 steps back, my friend. That's a bit of a disaster. What did I do wrong? And there's a bit broken off this now. I don't think there was a bit broken off that before. Oh, there's a little doodly what's its look. Can you see that? Thank you. Aye. That's going to rattle about in there. We can't actually leave that the way it is. That'll be a disaster if I have to take that nose cone off, because I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Plus oil comes out of there. We've noticed that before, right? So at the very least we need that in there, like that. So there's no oil coming out. Hell's teeth. We don't put that in first, because we know it's not right. Don't do that. Just compound the issue, Christopher. Don't do that yet. Anyway, anyhows, that ain't the primary problem. You know, yeah, sure, fiddle the starter, but you could wreck the whole engine by doing that. I'm not doing that. So let's see if we can just move the car back and forth. If it's completely jammed up, then we know the fuel pump's on the wrong cog or something, cam. Let's try and move it backwards, so in reverse. First gear. Normally that would turn over, you know. I think the fuel pump again is jamming it. Second gear. Okay, third. Is there a trick to that? If one of the old wise ones know the trick to putting this fuel pump in, should we go look at the Bible? Let's go look at the Bible. I managed to get a copy of Doug Woodrow's book. I did as all the Austin 7 fans say, get in touch with Sue Woodward, his wife, his widow, and I got in touch with her and she sent me the book. £56, $70. I just got it delivered in the UK, it was fine. I haven't looked at this particular thing, but I'll go look at it just now and get some oily fingerprints on it. It seems to be very comprehensive. I looked at one thing about the sump and it was very practical about how you would try and fix the problem I was having with that stripped bolt in the sump, right? So let me switch it off and I'll go and try and figure out if there's a way of, you know, because I could take this off again, put it in again, it'll still be wrong. So let me go find out if there's a proper way of doing it and I'll let you know what it is. So without the snapping handle, I'm pushing the engine back and forth to see, because the last time I fitted that fuel pump, it jammed up the engine, right? I was just trying, I was looking at Doug Woodrow's manual. It doesn't say anything about how to fit this. I can't see how this can be fitted incorrectly, right? The crankshaft comes up like that, pushes on it. It's just a lobe of the crankshaft. If I put that underneath there, it's still going to come round and push up on it. Right, it's pushing on that wee bit there. How can I jam it up? I think I have jammed it up. I mean, I'm not denying the fact that I've jammed it up, but how did I jam it up? going to loosen it without actually taking it all the way off. Not bolts in the other engine, they're studs. Does that make a difference? Probably does make a difference. Why don't we use smaller bolts? I mean, bolts should still work, right? It's just that they need to be smaller. I mean, what's the wall thickness there? That's quite a bit, actually. It's still possible for them to stick through that. I don't think it would ever rub on there. But they're studs. And they're probably just the right length to not protrude, right? So mine might be too effing long. I don't think they are. But, well, we can try it, right? I can try it real quick. Right, so let's move you guys back a bit. So let's try it without the bolts or the fuel pump in there. Move it back and forth. We know the outcome here already. It moves easily. Well, I mean, it's under compression, right? It's not going to be that easy, but we know it won't lock up. So I'm not saying that's a 360 degrees thing, it's not, but it turned easily. Let's put those bolts in. Now bear in mind it's half an inch less than this. But if this jams it up, that could be the explanation for what's going wrong here. I took it through there. And the bottom line is I could take the studs out of one of the other engines. I don't have a good history with studs. I would love to think I could just right out of there, but I might end up causing more work, and that's me working on another engine, not this one. That's them both flush, so it's a quarter of an inch further in than what they were. Oh, this one sticks out quite a bit. That one, there's a kind of boss in the crankcase, so yeah, that bolt there, or that one there, the one at the bottom, could be the one that's causing problems here. Let's see if it jams up the crank. So it's not that. It's not the bolts. It's not the bolts. We'll put another 2 or 3 washers on them. Make sure the crankshaft isn't there. It's not. And we'll unscrew both of them. And put 2 or 3 extra washers on, put some more gunk on the damn thing, try again. I don't really understand what's going on. Really. We know this damn pump works. We know it works. The gasket's, my gasket's getting worse and worse. Okay, let's get back in here. We'll get these bolts back out again. It's not the bolts, but that one at the bottom there sticks significantly into that crankcase. So just to be extra leery, we'll put some extra washers on it. Or, you know, if we can find a smaller bolt that's the same diameter and the same thread, I'll use a smaller bolt. Right, let's get these out here in the meantime. I need a different ratchet. This thing's completely... Okay, shall we give it a go? So find out if that fuel pump's jamming stuff. It might not actually draw fuel when I think about it. As now I've emptied it of fuel, so nothing to prime it. We'll find out. fix this. It's not sounding right. Because it's not getting pushed out anymore, it's going to go in there and rattle. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Is it going to cause any catastrophic loss? I don't think so. I don't see any oil getting out now. I was thinking about that for a minute. If that engages, it's just going to twirl harmlessly enough. I don't really know about that. Let's just assume that's what the rattle is. It's the starting handle. We'll just keep it round and round a little bit, just to see if that. Yeah, so sorry about that. A big petrol leak there, which is not good, gasoline leak. But also the starting handle is rattling because the spring came out. So I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way of doing that, fixing it with the little quarter and then pulling that starting handle out and tying it in position. There used to be a leather strap that held these things, and that might work. This is stripped. I'm just putting some of this stuff on it so that it basically doesn't matter whether it's stripped. That will be held in place anyway. And then the idea is I'll tie this in place somehow so it can't go in and rattle. Right. You can almost do that just now. But let's get it inside first. And first of all, I need to tighten up that beam in. Let's get it into the garage, and more to come tomorrow. It looks as if I fixed the oil leak, so that's good. Whatever was going on with that fuel pump. Now I've got a gasoline leak. It looks as if it's overpressurized. It can't be. It can't be overpressurized. Okay, the end of the day. I'm not spending too much time on the gasoline leak. I'll do that tomorrow. But it appears that we've fixed the oil leak. See if that fuel leak's still there. Doesn't seem to be. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. See you later.